Welcome back to my channel. The rate of unemployment in Kenya has been rising as the government has been trying its level best to curb the, we can call it pandemic. To break down this story about unemployment, I chose a good topic which we will discuss with my friend. The topics about formal and informal employment sector. We want to know the difference between these two. We have formal and informal sector of employment. Do they experience the same challenges? Are they same? How related are they? To break down this, I have one of my friend. I call him Senator Dedan Kahyu. He's an academician, a media personnel, a salesperson. He has also been an SME. He has worked both in formal and informal sector. So, welcome to this channel, Mr. Dedan.
Thank you so much.
We have the corona thing, so we don't take greetings and close proximity.
Sure.
Yeah. The topic is about formal and informal employment sector. So you are aware of what is happening in our country about unemployment rate. So we will be discussing this little thing. It's a wide thing, but we will take very short time. Question number one. Where do you draw the line to differentiate between formal employment and informal sector kind of employment? Where do you draw the line? How can you differentiate the two?
Thank you so much for welcoming me to the channel. And I'm so much delighted for even giving me a chance to try expound on the two formal, that is the formal and informal sector. And one, I'll say that when the word formal sector is mentioned, what comes to our mind is just about the white collar jobs. And when on the informal sector,
Yeah.
we think about let me use the word juakali sector.
Yeah.
But to expand on the same, you will find that most of the times, even for the youth, let me use the youth, find that most of the youth, I being one of them, we like it when we are working in the formal sector, and we don't like it when we are in the informal sector, that is the Juakali sector, forgetting that both sectors pay.
Sure.
Because at the end of the day, we are looking at the sector which will benefit you and which will take your life to the next level.
Yeah. Can we blame the upbringing of the Kenyan youths? We were brought up knowing that when I grow up, I would like to be a pilot, doctor, and I forgot to be a missionary maybe, or something.
Actually, I'll not blame the upbringing. I'll blame the system of education that we have.
844.
The 844. Thank God that with the current Minister of Education, C.S. Magoha, we are trying to, or we've started introducing the system of the education, which is the CBC. That is curriculum based, which is more better because it's focusing on mostly the technical part and what the pupil or the student know. But earlier, you could find that in the earlier system, we used to be told for you to be successful, you must be a pilot. For you to be successful, you must be a doctor. Forgetting that one day, this doctor will have money.
Yeah.
And this doctor will want to invest in real estate, for example.
Yeah.
And after investing in real estate, this doctor would want somebody who will build his house or her house. So inside the house, we require a masonry, we require a plumber, we require an electrician. And imagine a scenario whereby we have these people who want to invest, but we are poaching mercenaries, carpenters, and all these electricians from outside the country. That will create a very bad scenario. because at the end of the day, we'll be lacking manpower.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, would you kindly tell us the qualification needed in both sectors? When I want to venture in, probably to be a doctor, to be an engineer, what do I need? Can somebody just wake up one day want to become an engineer?
Outrightly no, because one, uh, even if we are trying to rub off the academics, that is the papers, at the end of the day you need papers to do some of these or to qualify in some of these professions, but it doesn't mean that even the technical profession doesn't require papers. So that means the system of education that has been introduced will help us much better, because
Yeah.
because you will find you don't, for you to be successful, you don't actually need to be just a pilot. You also need to be something else, or you can be something else
Sure.
and be successful.
Of late, we have seen the effort done by the government, especially for the past maybe 10 years or 5 years. Let maybe they have been improving TVET. They are trying to improve those sectors whereby people are using more skills, more hard, tunaweza sema kwa mikono, kazi ya mikono kuliko the other side of formal. Uh, would you say it's just something good? We expect something good in near future, or maybe there will be overflow again in those sectors. Now we neglect the other side of where we need kina daktari, kina teachers. What do you think about
I
it?
would say that the thing the government is doing concerning the debates,
Yes.
it's very much okay, and it's very much in order. And improving TVETs is okay, but we need to have moderation. And this moderation will strike the difference between the formal and that is between the technical part of it and the paperwork part of it. Because what the government realized is that we had so many, for example, architectural engineers, but we lacked mercenaries.
Sure.
So after having all these people to do the drawings and the likes and the and giving you the BQs, who is that person who will construct the house? Who is that person ambaye atapiga nyumba yako msasa vizuri? So we lacked that. So even if we'll be having TVET, let's also have moderation, because maybe in the next 10 or 15 years we might be having so many mercenaries, so many carpenters, so many electricians, and we have a deficit of doctors and pilots and the like. So we need to have have
moderate something.
At least
Some
we have some moderation to make sure that there will never come a time we'll have a deficit like we have currently.
Since you have worked in both sectors, both in formal and formal sector, would you kindly share with us more about the challenges? Do you think the challenges are the same? The challenges that you incur when in formal sector and in both in informal sector, jua kali, that is, ukiwa kwa jua kali na ukiwa formal, challenges ni the same, maybe malipo, mapato.
Actually, I'll say that formal sector is okay, because one, you have a guaranteed salary at the end of the month, which sometimes we say it's fixed, and you have some other benefits. It's okay, and you live a good life. But what happens, you never sometimes move to an extra mile of thinking of how you can improve that company. Because remember, you are employed, and not every idea you bring on table will be accepted. So you will not have any chance whatsoever to think of improving that company. But now let's come to the informal sector. For example, we say that you are selling tomatoes in the market. One, it is very much mind-boggling. it stirs up your mind. It makes you to think to the to an extra mile. It makes you to move an extra mile of thinking. If today I start with 2 crates of tomatoes, uh, what will I do to make sure that after 1 month I'll be coming here with a pickup of the same. So sometimes you will find you gone losses or you make loss in the informal sector. Sometimes maybe the sector or your business collapses. You have house rent to pay, you have bills to pay, you have the county government levies to submit. So uh, but it makes you to think, and the good thing with it, you have a better chance or you stand on a better ground to create employment for other people. But in informal sector, for you to say that you create employment for other people, it will be quite hard.
Wow. I think we will now look at the government support in both sectors. Do you think there is enough allocation of maybe budget allocations whereby SMEs and medium enterprises, those guys, are they really, are they a matter really considered by the government?
On the side of SMEs being supported by the government, I'll say that maybe 10% is what is done by the government. The reason being, I've ever been in the sector, even currently, though I'm in the formal, but also I'm also in the informal sector. Take for example, when the government, on the budgetary allocation maybe of about 10 billion to the SME sector, how many people, even in your locality or in a place where you stay, have you heard saying
Very
that
few.
they have benefited from such kitties?
Very few.
Not actually very few. Do a sampling of just 100 people, my friend. You'll find zero. Zero. Zero people have benefited. So that means the I always say the best way the government can support SMEs is maybe to say that you are a young person or you are this person, you started a business in a period of between 1 to 6 months, you will not be paying county government levies, you will not pay, you will not file taxes, you will not remit your taxes, that is at least you'll be given an allowance for your business to grow. But imagine a case, I've opened up a barber shop and you want me, and per day maybe I've shaven or I've shaved one person, and you want me to do a business permit of about 6,000. How will that be possible?
Not possible.
It can happen unless in a maybe in a movie, but in real sense, it's not practical actually.
So as we come to the end of this show, there has been this question: the employer want a graduate who is experienced, 4 years experience, 2 years experience. At my due, this is a freshly graduated youth. Again, they are complaining about the kind of half-baked graduates. Is this what is happening, or they just it's more of corruption? Can we say it's corruption? They take it as maybe these people are not, they are just half-baked, wanatafutilia kajia huko ama ni
one thing, I am currently I lecture in a tertiary institution, and one thing I can say that the reason why we have so many half-baked students and graduates is because around 60% of our graduates never concentrate in class. That is a fact, and even you are a graduate, you can attest to that. That is a fact. That most people never take heed to what is being taught in class. Secondly, after being taught, they never concentrate on the practical side of it. Because if you look at those people who are very keen on what is being taught, they'll in class they come up being very good graduates. On the side of qualification, I always urge young people. We have so many companies in this country. Have you ever volunteered yourself and say that I want to work in this company without pay?
But now that's
Without
a trick.
pay.
That's a tricky question, because how will I volunteer? Yes, I don't have that even fare, lunch,
You see,
rent.
what happens in a normal human being? For example, we say that you volunteer in my company for like 2 or 3 months or even more. At the end of one day, something will strike my mind and I'll think, this guy is volunteering and has been volunteering for quite a period. So what do I do? At least I need to give him some transport, some lunch, and with time, the company absorbs it. Actually, most people in this country, if you ask them, they started working in companies as volunteers. And even where I am currently, I actually said that I'll be a volunteer, and after 2 3 weeks I was absorbed.
Wow, wow.
Yes.
So guys, go and volunteer. Just before we wind up this discussion, talk a little more about COVID-19, the challenges zenye imeleta effects of COVID-19 to both sectors. There has been maybe economic crisis. There has been economic crisis.
Actually, to sum it up, it's an economic crisis in both sectors, because in the formal sectors, or in the formal sector, some people have gone on unpaid leave. Those people have got bills to pay, they have got house rent to pay, and that and all that. On the informal sector, we have people have put up businesses. So the people who buy from their businesses are those people maybe in the formal sector. So I'm not being paid, or I'm in unpaid leave. You've put up your electronic business there. Where will I get money to come and buy that bulb? Because I don't have money. So at the end of the day, the entire country and the entire globe is in an economic crisis. So the good thing we can just do for now is just is
To learn to stay
to
with
learn
this.
to stay with the pandemic.
Yeah.
And we sanitize, we wash our hands,
We
we
keep
keep
distance.
distance, we observe the Ministry of Health guidelines and rules, and all will be well with us.
Thank you very much. That was Dedan Kahiu, my senator. Senator Sile Uko politician, but he's my senator and my mentor also. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. We were much glad. Na thank you so much. Continue subscribing hapo kwa Mheshimiwa Bendawa, tutakuletea more. Thank you.